Guys, I just want to quickly apologise in advance for the echo. I will have this fixed by tomorrow's video as I've just ordered myself some new soundproofing panels. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today I want to talk about what happens if Citadel has their assets frozen. Can they continue to short AMC? And will they end up being forced to buy back their shares if their assets are frozen? So stay tuned and let's make some money. And just a quick one before I dive in with the key information. You may notice a little bit of a difference in my background. I've just sold the house that I was recently living in and moved into a new rented flat just outside of London. Hopefully over the next few days and the next few weeks I'll be spicing up the background with some AMC signs and some other investing memorabilia. And now I want to dive straight in with the key information. So, what actually would happen to Citadel if they had their assets frozen? I want to give a bit of an example by talking about Roman Abramovich and some of the Russian oligarchs that are having all of their hedge fund assets frozen. Reuters posted this article saying Abramovich's US hedge fund investments have been frozen, as posted by the Wall Street Journal. The article says some US hedge fund firms that have investments from Russian oligarch Roman Abramovich have been told to freeze his assets after Britain imposed sanctions on him. Britain froze assets and imposed a travel ban on the Russian owner of Chelsea Soccer Club on Thursday, along with 6 other senior Russians because of their links to Putin and obviously the invasion of Ukraine. Fund administrator SS&C Globe Op said in a message to one hedge fund firm that accounts attributed to Abramovich are blocked from transacting. Now, if an account is blocked from transacting, that means they can neither sell current shares or short additional shares. But on the same hand, it also means that they can't buy new shares as well, and they also can't physically cover their shorts. So what actually happens if Citadel's accounts are frozen as a result of the Department of Justice investigation, but all of a sudden AMC shoots up? Will Citadel still be liquidated, or would they not be able to cover? Don't forget that a liquidation is a process performed by a third-party firm of accountants, and Citadel does not have a say as to which assets are sold and which assets are covered or not. And therefore it wouldn't actually be Citadel making the transactions during the liquidation. They're obviously exempt from transacting because the liquidation is performed by a third-party firm of accountants, and Citadel wouldn't actually be involved. And therefore, even if Citadel has its accounts frozen as a result of a Department of Justice investigation, that just means that Citadel themselves can't make any transactions. That doesn't mean they're exempt from being liquidated, and doesn't mean they're exempt from being margin called and forced to sell off their assets and forced to cover their shorts. So therefore, if Citadel does have its assets frozen as a result of a Department of Justice investigation, really that's a good thing for us because it just means that they themselves can't short more, but they can still be liquidated. As such, if Citadel's assets were frozen as a result of that Department of Justice investigation, this would basically instantly cause the squeeze, as Citadel would no longer be able to hold the price of AMC and GameStop down. But interestingly, the UK FCA eyes measures to ease pain for investors in funds with Russian assets. It says side pockets move will allow for investors to enter funds without gaining exposure to Russia. It says the UK markets regulator is consulting with asset managers about introducing an exceptional measure to help limit the damage to investors from Russia's invasion of Ukraine. It says the FCA is considering authorising UK retail funds to use so-called side pockets to segregate Russian and Belarusian assets. Therefore, maybe Citadel might be investigated for some of its short positions and illegal naked short selling, and therefore it may have some segregated assets frozen, but not others. Now again, this is a good thing for us because even if the DOJ decide to segregate their assets into illegal activity and non-illegal activity, AMC still falls within that illegal activity bracket, and therefore their AMC investment would be frozen. On top of that, GameStop also had a very interesting disclosure in their recent 10Q or full year financial statement filing. Section 9B, Other Information, says on May 26, 2021, we received a request from the staff of the SEC for the voluntary production of documents and information concerning an SEC investigation into the trading activity in our securities. And it says on August 25th, 2021, the SEC issued a subpoena calling for additional documents. As a follow-up to the initial request, we are completing production of the requested documents and have been and intend to continue cooperating fully with the SEC staff regarding this matter. So therefore, GameStop is just about to complete the production of these records for the SEC and for the Department of Justice and the FBI as well. And it says this inquiry is not expected to adversely impact the GameStop stock. So again, it sounds like Ryan Cohen is expecting a positive outcome of the SEC and DOJ investigations. There's a very interesting theory over here on Superstomp that says, do you think Ryan Cohen buying Bed Bath & Beyond and Adam buying HYMC might be a way the Department of Justice is investigating short selling via bait to see the reaction? He says maybe both of them were approached by the Department of Justice and are currently trying to prove the case of manipulation and crime by Wall Street. Both had 100% gains in the pre-market and lost it all at the open. It kind of makes sense with the whole Bloomberg terminal warning as well. It says both of these stocks were heavily shorted. HYMC was actually on the threshold securities list. Just speculating, but this type of stuff could most definitely be like wearing a wire for the Department of Justice. Maybe if over the next few weeks the Bed Bath & Beyond and HYMC stocks get absolutely crushed, that would absolutely prove naked short selling. It'd be evidence of market manipulation and it'd be undeniable for the Department of Justice to not include it in their investigation. Now, Unusual Whales also posted from the GameStop financial statements that says GameStop is to open their NFT Marketplace at the end of Q2 2022. So that means that likely towards the end of May, potentially even June, GameStop will soon be opening their NFT Marketplace. Again, now that AMC have bought a massive stake in a gold mining company, HYMC, it gives AMC a plausible business reason as to why they should create an NFT dividend or potentially an AMC crypto coin. This NFT gift or NFT dividend or AMC crypto coin could be issued to investors in the ratio of 1 coin or 1 FT for every single share issued. Again, this platform is also going to be released in partnership with Loopring and Immutable X, and therefore I expect the price of both of these cryptos to shoot up after the marketplace launch. Now, I also wanted to talk about this tweet from Donahue George. He said Deutsche Bank was fined $2 million over dark pool violations. The problem is that the fine was probably only a small percentage of the gains from the illegal activities, and they didn't even have to plead guilty. This article was posted the other week saying that Deutsche Bank was fined $2 million over dark pool routing lapses. It says the firm was accused of improperly sending trades through SuperX Venue, which is the Deutsche Bank dark pool. Maybe these trades were held back and weren't routed in a timely manner, or maybe these trades weren't even routed properly and Deutsche Bank may have been reflecting buy orders as sell orders, for example. It's just frustrating that these massive funds and institutions are issued such tiny fines in comparison to the scale of their crimes. I also wanted to touch on the current AMC Ortex data, such as utilization, shares on loan, shares shorted, and much more, because we've reached all-time highs on pretty much every single indicator. Currently, there's an estimated 21% of the float shorted and 26% of the float is currently on loan, with 134 million shares actually loaned out, which is again another all-time high. That utilization rate is still at 100% and it's been sat at 100% for the last 20 plus days already now. But also on top of that, the days to cover has set yet another all-time high and has been increasing consistently since around July-August time. It goes to show just how much manipulation there really is in the current market, as utilization has remained at 100% over the last 20 plus days, but yet the estimated short interest continues to rise. If we look back to May before the June run-up, that utilisation rate remained at 100% or close to 100% for slightly longer than it has done so far. If the utilisation remains at 100% for another week or two without causing an AMC run, we'll have set a new record for the longest time ever held at 100% utilisation. Again, at this point, the fraud and manipulation is just so clear and evident. It really does surprise me that the SEC and the Department of Justice haven't concluded their investigation and brought in the sanctions. However, I do think the Department of Justice and the FBI are moving ever closer to finalising and finishing their investigation and issuing the sanctions. Guys, be sure to let me know down in the comments below what you think would happen if Citadel end up having their assets frozen. And as always guys, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to check out some of my others. Alternatively, subscribe to the channel and ding that notification bell, because that way you'll be alerted when I upload a new video. Cheers. Guys, if you didn't already know, MooMoo and Futu have just officially announced that Futu does not accept payment for order flow. and therefore you don't have to worry about your trades going through sketchy dark pools or being given to Citadel. Right now you can currently get 5 free shares valued up to $3,500 each, and another share with a guaranteed value of $20 on top of that when you sign up to MooMoo using the link in the description below and make your first deposit. MooMoo is a brilliant commission-free trading platform that has tons of technical indicators and advanced charting tools. MooMoo publish daily short selling data, position cost distribution, and much more. MooMoo is also incredibly easy to use and will help you to trade like a pro. So guys, be sure to sign up to MooMoo using the link in the description below to get up to $17,500 in total of free stocks.